Hi, Jacques, your working as a Christian pastor with one thought to help you do life well. Ever had somebody promise you something and then forget or not honoring their promise? With certain people, you quickly learn that if they make a promise, you cannot bank on that promise. But maybe, just maybe, you are fortunate enough to know those people who've got so much integrity that you know if they do not keep their promise, that something has gone wrong, because they always keep their promises. With these type of people, we intuitively know that if something has gone wrong, then because of our history with them and their character, that there must be a reason as why they did not keep their promise. And so when you find yourself in those positions where somebody promised you something and they did not keep their promise, then we've got one of two options. For some people, we can give them the benefit of the doubt, but with others, we just know this is just their way of doing things. They never keep their word. Now, this happens in our relationship with God as well. I often encounter people who are caught in this gap time, this in-between time, caught between the promise they thought God made and the promise taking longer than they thought it should or would to be fulfilled. Now, these times are always hard because we want to see the promise fulfilled here and now. Unfortunately, we do not very often consider that A, we might have heard wrong, or B, we might misunderstand God's perspective on time. Whenever we find ourselves in those hard times, believers, those who've gone before us, always encouraged us to do two things. Firstly, to celebrate the goodness of God in the midst of our not understanding. And then secondly, reminding ourselves of our history with Him. If we do these two very simple things, but disciplined things, especially during those times that we do not understand the delay, we build ourselves up in our faith and we enable ourselves to continue to the place where we see the promises of God fulfilled. So if you're caught in this horrible gap time, if you like, between the promise and its fulfillment, I want to encourage you, celebrate His goodness and remember your history with Him. In that process, you will enable yourself to remain standing until the promise is fulfilled. I hope this thought encourages you. I hope it enables you to remain standing, and I pray that you and I can meet up soon.